Yo, Forza Alliance, welcome back. It has been about 3 months since our last upload, so yeah, bringing it back with some new videos. Hopefully, our upload schedule will be a little more consistent. But anyway, let's get on to the topic of this video, my Forza Horizon 5. Now, no one knows this, but I've been playing Forza for quite a long time. I've been playing since Motorsport 6, and I've purchased a lot more Forza games since then. Been playing for quite a long time. Now, whether or not the new Forza game meets my requirements, I'm probably going to buy it anyway. But in a perfect world, this is my Forza Horizon 5. Okay, so first things first, we need to sort out the location. Now, people have been wanting it to be in places like Norway for the driving roads, or Japan for the JDM car scene. But I want to be a little more unique than that. I want Forza Horizon 5 to take place in Hong Kong. And yes, I know they have been in a bit of a fight with China, but I just went there recently before the whole China hubbub. Now, I want it to be in Hong Kong because of just how unique it is. It's basically has a lot of Japanese culture, but there's also a lot of British stuff there too. So you would see something from a JXC 100 Chaser to an E30 BMW M3. So instead of it being just Japanese cars or just European cars, why not have both? Not to mention the places are fantastic. There's some big wealthy cities that are humongous, lots of technology incorporated in them, and then there's some more rural villages that are a lot more compact and a lot more cozy. And who knows, maybe the Big Buddha can make a cameo. Alright, with location out of the way, let's get on to car list. Now, there are obviously many issues with the car list, but I can't blame it. It would be really hard to make a perfect car list. But doing things like making it so there's not 40 Fords and 40 Ferraris, and maybe giving some other car brands some cars. Like, it's ridiculous that Hoonigan has probably like 4 to 5 times more cars than other car brands in the game. It'd also be nice to see some brands that aren't represented much recently, such as like Suzuki. Suzuki has some pretty cool cars, like the Samurai, the Jimny, the Cappuccino, just to name a few. Yeah, I don't really care that much about the car list. I mean, a good car list would make a good game, but it's really hard to, like, make a finite car list that everyone would like, so do your best Playground games. Next topic to cover would be theme. Now, usually the theme has been you're either an underdog of a festival or you are already the big all-star of the festival. Now, I would like the next theme to be a little more, not run down, but like, not as high end. But maybe more of an underdog festival itself. Instead of you being the underdog, the festival is the underdog. At first, the festival isn't very popular, but as you build up, the festival becomes more popular, and then becomes a name in the news. Now, one feature that I've been toying with is like a newspaper feature. So instead of going in the menu and looking at the whole Forzathon Live thing, or a Forzathon Live notification coming up, you could like either get a newspaper, read it, and you can find the whole Forza Horizon Live notification thing there, or you could check your mailbox at your house, and I don't know, you can get paychecks for like designs and stuff, and just make it a little more realistic. Also, the addition of some sort of walking around feature, kind of like drone mode, would be a lot more authentic. Opening your hood on the side of the street, starting your car, turning it off. Also, something like taking down your convertible roof, or flipping on your turn signal, or flipping on your hazards. Just all the stuff you can do in real life, but not in Forza. Let me tell you, as a realistic cruiser, this would be a godsend. Next up, we'll be talking about customization, a very controversial feature of Forza. They've tried to, I guess, patch this by adding things like wide body kits, wheel spacers, all that stuff. And I like it all, but I wish there was a little bit more customization. When you fully max out a car, you open the hood, it's the same whole engine, nothing changed. You go in the interior, some whole plastic leather crap. Like, I want to strip out the interior. The roll cage is visible, but why isn't everything else? Like, if I put a turbo on an engine, I want to see it. If I get a racing seat, I want to see it. Also, extra visual customization, such as like steering wheel, different aftermarket headlights, aftermarket taillights, tints, like a wheelie bar, for instance, for all the drag racing people. Just stuff like that would make the game a lot better. And stuff like putting stickers on the windows would also be pretty nice. Like, if you look at the Twerk Stallion Arc 7, you can already see that there's stickers on the windows. So we know it's possible, they just aren't adding it in. And also, please let us paint over chrome. Chrome, 99% of the time on the car, looks terrible, especially in a bright color. Something like, let's say, an M6. It has a chrome front grille, kidney grille. And if you paint it something like yellow, it looks terrible. Next up, I want to talk about, like, the menus. Now, the menus have, I guess you could say, evolved over time. In Forza Horizon 1, it was just a basic pause menu, but in Horizon 4, you now get to see a slow motion of your car rolling while you scroll through the options. One thing that hasn't evolved over the time is selecting your car. It's all been the same. Every car is in a box, and you press it, and there's just a still image of the car in the box. Yeah, it's not very cool. Something Forza Vista style, where you get to see 3D images of the cars and, I don't know, walk by them, would be a lot cooler. And if you think that method is too slow and clunky, you can make an option with the whole box system, but instead of just putting a picture of the car, you could do like the car's name and then put like the car key. I think that'd be pretty cool. And this last thing isn't really a feature, but it kind of is. It is the sound. Everyone's complained about it in FH4, including me. And yeah, for a realistic cruiser, this kind of sucks. Like, some cars sound really good in real life, but they sound like crap in Forza. Also, a lot of the cars share the same sound files, so they all sound the same. And it's not like they have the same engine. They're all different. So speaking of exhaust sounds, things like turbo flutter, better supercharger noises, stuff like that would also be much appreciated. And one much more less talked about thing is, with the whole engine sound, is if you put on ITBs, the car should sound different. Now, if you don't know what an ITB is, it is a independent throttle body. And what that does is it makes the engine sound more throaty. If you throw that on in Forza, it makes no difference. Also, built cars in general sound almost exactly like the car did when it was stock. Usually just revs 500 RPM higher and has maybe a turbo flutter, a slight turbo flutter at that. So yeah, I think that kind of rounds off my Forza Horizon 5. So in recap, the location would be Hong Kong. Features would include things like the newspaper and walking around, using your turn signal, your hazards, opening your hood, putting down your convertible roof, etc. With customization, we should be able to put stickers on windows, cover up chrome. We should be able to get more cosmetic features. And car list, make it more balanced, make sure there isn't one TVR and 40 Fords. And also, Toyota, please come back. You have no reason to stay away. Mitsubishi came back, and they don't even have any sports cars in their lineups. And you have two, the new Supra and the GT86. And finally, for the menus, just make them more dynamic, more like Forza Vista, and less like a fast food menu. So yeah, guys, I think that will end off this video. If you like this new style, make sure to drop a like, and maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Make my day. And yeah, I'm trying out a new style, hoping to upload a little more consistently, not wait 3 months. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day.